Today we are getting our kayak out on Valentine Lake in Louisiana. My crew and I are staying at this nice campground that's right behind me where I'm launching, and it's been a fun stay. We've had some wild weather in Louisiana the last couple of weeks and this week, and we finally have a nice weekend. Of course, I was very busy this weekend, so we're only getting the kayak out for about an hour and a half here. That said, fishing usually doesn't start picking up until the last hour and a half of the day. Anyway, you want to be out at dawn and dusk, of course, so we're getting out right about prime time. I don't know, I'd say in about 20-25 minutes it'll be prime time. So hopefully we can get this lake figured out in a hurry. It's a small lake, more of a pond. We're going to see what we can catch. This particular pond has a reputation for huge bass. There's not a ton of bass in here, but the bass that are in here can get really, really big. There's one that I think it held the state record at one point. So there's some big fish in here. It's a life goal of mine to catch a 10-pounder. While I'm here in the deep south, we're going to try for that 10-pounder. Somebody's got a drone in the air. And it's not me. Looks like a nicer drone than mine, actually. Stuff's moving over there. That looks like a potential gator nest, so we're going to leave that area well enough alone. With the camera real quick, we've got an alligator chilling on the bank right there. So there are indeed alligators in this lake, which the sign said so, but I was hoping they'd be dormant this time of year. I guess not. Hey, whoa! Biggest Louisiana bass so far. It's not a monster, but it's the biggest Louisiana bass so far. Oh, he's barely hooked. He might get off yet. If he keeps doing that, I'm just gonna have to grab him. Darn you. Where he's hooked, I'm scared to lip him. There we go. Now I got him. Alright. Cool. 2.5 pounds. Biggest bass I've caught in a while, anyway. Probably. No, I did catch a couple big bass, and I caught a 4-pounder in Louisiana. In Alabama last year. But yeah, biggest bass since last spring. Definitely nothing to brag about. Wow, there's a lot of bass over here. Okay, we need to stop making noise, take a picture, and get this fish off the line. Not a monster, but biggest largemouth I've caught in a while. Beautiful out. There's all sorts of fish down in this area. All kinds of fish out here. This is the pre-spawn munching ground. I missed it. How'd I miss that one? Final hours here. I'm trolling back. Trolling back, and one grabbed it as I was trolling. About the same size as the last one. Maybe a pinch bigger. Or, yeah, it's about the same size, I think. No, it's actually a pinch smaller. Pinch smaller. Well, hey, I'll take 2-pounders. Whoa, maybe that is a pinch bigger. Take that back. He's bigger. He's got a... I don't know. It's hard to say. It's about the same size. I think he is a pinch bigger. Yeah, no, it's a little bit... It's about the same size. I think it might be a little bit bigger. I guess we'll keep trolling back, and then we're going to call it quits. Once again, another 2-pounder. Probably about close to 2.5, just like the last one. They're both approximately the same size. This lake, I've seen some big, big swirls in here, so there's definitely some big bass in this lake. These are the types of lakes that I like. They don't have a lot of fish, it's not a ton of action, but the fish that are in here are big. Welcome back to Cray Outdoors. Today we are at the Indian Creek Reservoir in Central Louisiana. See what we can catch out there today. We've got our bass gear with us today. It sounds like this lake is better known for bass fishing than it is big crappie, and it's on my bucket list here to try and catch a 10-pound largemouth, and there's definitely 10-pound largemouth in here, so that's the goal. Gonna see what we can catch out here. Of course, I lost my scale, but I did find I do have a measuring tape with me today. And yeah, it's gonna be finding a needle in a haystack, but it's the right time of year. It's a gorgeous day. See if we can catch some fish. Well, we got ourselves away from that chaotic boat launch, so we're gonna start trying some fishing. I'll be honest, I am a little bit confused as to what the regulations are on this lake in terms of where I am and am not allowed to fish. There's cones all over the place that are different colors. I don't know what means what. Usually when you have a kayak you don't need to worry about stuff, but all the motorboats are staying within like these cones, so I don't know what means what. Hopefully I'm allowed to fish where I'm fishing. We're just gonna try and follow the rules the best I can. So I apologize if I'm fishing somewhere where I'm not supposed to. I looked things up on the internet because I have phone service here, and the internet doesn't say anything about anything for this reservoir, so I don't know. Oh, Mr. Turtle. Oh, you pretty. Oh, there he goes. The cigar, or the one time that the camera malfunctions is when the bass jumps like 6 times in the air and is all awesome. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta grab you before an alligator gets to you. Ooh, that's a colored up pretty bass. You know, I've never caught a spotted bass before. I think this is a regular largemouth. This seems a little bit large for a spotted bass, but let me take a picture. It's a very pretty fish. There we go. That hook actually came out alright. Wow, look at the colors on this fish. I have never caught a fish that looked like this before. All these... is that a growth on it, or is that just his scales, I think? I don't know. Y'all Louisiana people, tell me what's going on. I'm gonna get a picture. It's a very pretty fish. I have never caught a bass with this kind of colors on it before. Very pretty fish. We're gonna let it go carefully, because there is alligators over here. There he goes. Wow, that was cool. Very cool. Alright, let's keep fishing. We got to start on the white super fluke. Seems to be the color today. I'm seeing a lot of white bait fish splashing around the shoreline, so we're just going to keep beating the shoreline with this white super fluke and see if we can catch some more. That one's not a bad start at all. Alright, we got another fish down. It's a bigger one. It ain't no 10-pounder, but a little bit bigger one. He's hooked good. Gotta get him in the boat. Yeah. Alright, alright. Finally got ourselves a 3-pounder. Big enough to measure. Alright, 15 and a half. 15 and a half. I take that back. He's no 3 pounds at 15 and a half inches. He's probably only a 2. But I'll take it. It's chunky. Cool. Alright, let this buddy go. Woohoo. Chunky. The way that measuring tape, you know, bends in the kayak here, I think he's probably about 16 and not 15. We'll take it. Cool. 2 fish so far. It's prime time now. Fishing hasn't been as fast and fierce as I'd like it to be. Little guy took it. Wow. Little guys still fight though. Wow. He bit multiple times before I finally hooked him. Hooked him right in the cheek. Alright, well, it's 3 on the day. See the sun setting. Seems to be in school a little bass. Oop, turtle. Hey, Mr. Turtle. Look at the colors on this lake right now. Don't know how well the sunset's coming out on the head cam, so we're gonna go ahead and take a quick video here with the phone just so y'all can get a perspective. Just gorgeous out here. Bass are biting. Few and far between though. It's just getting prettier and prettier. This is gorgeous.